What's happening, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown and I'm back here with another video. Now, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like and I'll happily get back to you. Now, let's take you back to some of the events that took place over this last weekend because it's been a bit of a whirlwind for me. Now, Conor McGregor, he was scheduled to face Manny Pacquiao this year. Both men had gone public about it in a boxing fight and they were really talking it up and it looked like that this was actually going to happen. Conor McGregor did have a UFC fight last weekend in which he lost in 2 rounds to Poirier. You have to excuse me, I'm not a big UFC fan at all. I'm a massive casual. I don't really know too much about it, but I was aware that Conor McGregor was fighting at the weekend and he lost that fight. So after he lost, it kind of threw, you know, talks of him against Pacquiao in the air. You know, it's not looking as likely as it did, a couple of days ago. But fast forward since then, since the defeat, Ryan Garcia has gone public now and said that it's looking like that he will be facing Manny Pacquiao next. Now, this comes as a surprise to me because Ryan Garcia was ferociously calling out Tank Davis after he defeated Luke Campbell earlier on this month. And it looked like that fight was going to go down. And it's kind of strange because a lot of people were willing to accept Ryan Garcia take on Tank Davis, even though he defeated Luke Campbell in an eliminator to fight Devin Haney. So a lot of people were willing to bypass that if he was going to fight Tank. And the way how he was calling Tank out, I mean, he was tweeting him, he was calling him out publicly. He went on Mike Tyson's podcast. He was, you know, FaceTiming Tank, and it looked like, okay, he's really up for this fight. And now he's kind of done another U-turn, and he's looking to fight Manny Pacquiao in what some are reports of it being an exhibition fight. Now, I don't really know how true these stories are, but one of the sources that I've seen is on Boxing Scene, and they are a very reliable outlet. So Ryan Garcia against Manny Pacquiao, a lightweight against a welterweight, an exhibition showdown. Honestly, guys, I have to be honest with you because that's what this channel is about. I'm not particularly enthused by this. I'm not excited about it. I think that both of these men, you know, have other fights to look forward to. I would much rather see Manny Pacquiao take on the likes of Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, and whoever at welterweight, whereas Ryan Garcia has a number of names that he could fight at lightweight. I understand that in this day and age, it's all about the prize money, you know, and, you know, they're both going to make a lot of money from it for sure. Ryan Garcia has 8 to 10 million followers, I don't know, on Instagram. And Manny Pacquiao is, you know, he's a living legend. So I get it. But at the same time, I just feel a little bit of disappointment because Ryan Garcia, for one, was ferociously, and I really mean ferociously, calling out Tank Davis. And he was saying, you know, statements such as, if Tank Davis doesn't accept this fight, he's a coward. You know, I'm going for him. This is what I want next. Make sure you sign a contract next, blah, blah, blah. And then he's taken this direction. So I want to get you guys' opinions on it, man. What do you think about it? Am I being too harsh? I mean, if I am, let me know. But in my honest opinion, I can't help but feel disappointment because you were really supposed to be taking Devin Haney next, you know, who's kind of looking to me like he could be a potential boogeyman of that division. It looks like it to me. I mean, he's not really being called out that much. I mean, Teofimo Lopez did say that he would fight him, but I don't see the desire to fight Devin Haney as I do the other lightweights. And I'm not sure what that is because Devin Haney does still have it all to prove at lightweight, but Ryan Garcia was supposed to be fighting Devin Haney next. He bypassed that to go for Tank Davis. Now it looks like he's bypassing that for Manny Pacquiao. And I know what some people will come on here and say. They'll say, look, can you blame him? You know, a big mega showdown against Manny Pacquiao. And I understand that as well. But if I'm being honest, my honest reaction is that it doesn't really infuse me, this particular fight. As for Manny Pacquiao, I mean, he's done everything he needs to do in the sport. Like I said, he's a modern day great, living legend. And, you know, he does hold the WBA welterweight title and he hasn't defended it since 2019. So I'd say, look, if you're not really looking to make any defenses of the belt at this stage of your career, you're bigger than the belts, then I'd say you should just drop it and let somebody else fight for it. And let's try and get this undisputed situation wrapped up at welterweight. I mean, you've got Errol Spence, Terence Crawford there. No one's going to really hold it against Manny too much if he doesn't fight those two guys. But if that is the case, then just give up the belt. You know, let somebody else fight them for it, man. Let someone else have the opportunity to become undisputed. But just my thoughts on it all, man. I'm not as infused as other people are about it. So I definitely want to get Laurie's reaction to this, which I will do on the podcast on Thursday. Because as you guys know, if you've been watching the podcast, he's been going in on this whole Ryan Garcia situation. So, yeah, just my thoughts on it, man. I'm curious to hear you guys' opinions on it. Let me know. Are you excited about this fight or not? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.
They all throw it off the back of my head like this. Pink. Boy, they ain't showing the king no respect. But I said, okay.